This is Newsbeat from OU Daily. I'm Tegan Smith, and here are your weekly headlines. In university news, Students for Justice in Palestine held a rally at the Oklahoma Memorial Union September 12th. In an Instagram post, the group demanded OU cut ties with fossil fuel companies, intelligence companies, and manufacturers profiting from the war in Gaza. The 2-hour rally featured 6 speeches and 4 songs advocating for Palestinian liberation. Around 60 students attended the rally, some of their signs reading, "Do not normalize genocide," and "Your tax dollars are funding genocide." A counter-protester was seen at the rally holding a Make America Great Again flag and an Israeli-American hybrid flag. After walking through the middle of the rally 5 times, they were told to move by the campus response team. Prior to the rally, OU Daily sent an email to OU Marketing and Communications to clarify the university's protest procedures. According to their expressive activity guidelines, the university reserves the right to discipline or remove speakers who incite violence, violate the law, or violate university policy. Abrar Hassani, a history senior and SJP director of public relations, told OU Daily that students must understand their implicit involvement in the war in Gaza. Hassani said SJP will not stop protesting and invited more students to join.
The OU administration will never give up unless we force them to, unless we force them to give in to our demands. That's why I need each and every one of you to join us, to struggle with us.
On Wednesday, 2 OU sophomores made their debut in Lyric Theater of Oklahoma's Once on This Island. Musical theater majors Jonah Taylor and Bryce Williams have been in rehearsals over the last month for the one-act musical by Tony Award winners Lynn Ahrens and Stephen Flaherty. Cast in August, Williams plays the lead love interest, Daniel Bohom. Taylor is an understudy for the roles of Daniel and Armand Bohom, Daniel's father. The show will run from September 18th through October 6th at Lyric at the Plaza in Oklahoma City. Tickets can be found online. Following the passing of beloved OU physics professor Stuart Ryan, students and teachers across Oklahoma expressed their love for Ryan and his alter ego, Dr. Indestructo. As Dr. Indestructo, Ryan performed physics demonstrations with daredevil antics. His 35 years of classes often featured a rainbow-haired mad scientist teaching students with unusual methods, like drinking liquid nitrogen, lying on a bed of nails, and rocket bike riding. Outside of university lectures, Ryan brought his love of science to elementary, middle, and high school science shows, spreading his love of science to his students and community members. Longtime friend and fellow OU physics professor Kieran Mullen is now teaching Ryan's old class, Introduction to Physics. Mullen said he hopes to incorporate Dr. Indestructo's demonstrations in class. A service for Ryan was held on Tuesday, and the family has designated the Oklahoma Foundation for Excellence as the beneficiary of memorial contributions. Read more at oudaily.com. In city news, the Oklahoma State Department of Education released the order that revoked Summer Boismier's teaching license. Boismier is a Norman educator who displayed a QR code that linked the Brooklyn Public Library's books unbanned catalog with her class in August 2022. This display came after House Bill 1775 passed in 2021, restricting what schools teach about race and gender. In lieu of this law, Norman Public Schools created guidelines that required teachers to review all books in classrooms in violation of the bill. The order cited this event as Boismier willfully violating the law by promoting banned books and failing to remove materials the State Board of Education deemed inappropriate for students. Her teaching license was revoked on June 27th. In August, U.S. District Judge Charles Goodwin ordered the board to turn over the revocation order and any related documents. Boismier wrote on the social media platform X in early August that she plans to fight this revocation and House Bill 1775. Norman Police Department is investigating a possible hate crime that took place early Sunday morning. NPD responded to reports of a fight on Campus Corner early Sunday morning. The victim was identified as Harrison Hip. Hip told News 9 he was approached by a stranger while walking on Campus Corner. The stranger asked if he could wear Hip's cowboy hat. In response, Hip backed away and removed both his hat and his yarmulke underneath. When he refused to give away his hat, Hip was attacked by multiple men while being called anti-Semitic slurs. No arrests have been made, but officers have identified a potential suspect and are working to identify whether or not this was a possible hate crime. Norman City Council approved the $1 billion project plan for the University North Park Entertainment District on Tuesday. The Rock Creek Entertainment District project plan creates 2 tax increment finance districts to fund the new development. The first TIF uses sales tax, and the second utilizes an ad valorem increment district. Over 70 community members signed up to speak at the second public hearing regarding the project plan. Attendees came to express support and concern for the plan. Ward 3 resident Rob Norman was on the University Park TIF committee and said that he was concerned about how the concentrated spending activity in the district could cause economic harm. stating a TIF district would decrease the general fund revenue in the city of Norman. Another Ward 3 resident, James Howard, spoke in favor of the project. He said that he's seen towns fail to progress into the future. He said the district would be a destination to be taken seriously. To read more comments from this event, visit oudaily.com. Let's look at the Daily's calendar for coming events this week. On Friday, check out University of Oklahoma men's tennis as it competes against the Arkansas Futures in Fayetteville, the Flu Shot Clinic at the Armory, and women's volleyball versus UC Santa Barbara in Manhattan. On Saturday, catch University of Oklahoma men's golf versus Valero Texas Collegiate, women's tennis versus ITA All-American Championships, and $200 pot bonus Sooner Dojo Series. Check out the calendar tab on our website, which features campus, city, and statewide events. Thanks for listening to Newsbeat from OU Daily. This is Daily's weekly news podcast. New episodes of Newsbeat will air every Thursday. In between episodes, keep up with us throughout the week on Facebook at OU Daily and Instagram and Threads at the OU Daily. If you want to read more about the stories you heard on this podcast, you can find those and more online at oudaily.com. My name is Tegan Smith. I'm a news reporter at The Daily, and we'll see you here next week on Newsbeat.